I'm continuing with selections from the Ralph Patt book on the Ventures music. He says that these are as arranged by the Ventures, but really these are his own arrangements. This one especially is not exactly how the Ventures do it. They play most of these chords with a pick with a bit of a sweeping style. I'm not going to be doing that. I want to play this more of a finger style. I will sweep through each of the chords that I write. In the book, they don't have chords on every one of these beats. They only initiate the G chord here. In my tab here, I'm going to be continuing it over many of the chords. So this arrangement is slightly adapted by me from the Ralph Patt adaptation of the Ventures adaptation. What we have here is the G chord. I'm going to roll through these four open strings, the D, G, and B. Sometimes I'll even play it with the lower notes of the G chord and fill in some time. Right now I'll try not to fill in that time. So here will be this part of the G chord, open G string, G chord again with the D note on it, the open B string, G chord again with the G. As we descend here, what we mostly hear are the high notes. 3, 2, O, G, F sharp, and E. In the background, among all the different guitars and drums, there is a guitar playing on this little 16th. So that would be 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 and 4 and D7 with the C note in the melody, and this F sharp on the 4th string. And then that F sharp is the 16th note continuing on through the D chord. So we'll get 8th notes and 16th notes there. I'm using a repeat sign. The song doesn't, they just have it going again in the book. So we've got the open G chord again. A second ending D7. That one's straight 8s. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 to a G chord here. Now they use a repeat sign and have us do it all again. Because I've already used my repeats in my first and second endings, I'm just going to say repeat it all again. However, the recording goes up an octave. This book doesn't, but we can go up an octave if you like. So here, I'm going to take basically everything from here and raise it 12 frets. That takes it up an octave. Just to give myself a bass note, I'm going to let this open D ring into these chords as well. Rather than have that chopped off at the 12, I'm going to let the D ring into the G chord here. So all of this has been moved up 12 frets. I'll bar the 12, 12 on the 3rd string, 15, this is the D note on the 2nd string. This 12 is the B note, that's on the 16th after this. The 13 and 11 is a C and an F sharp. Not quite the way I played over here, but those are both D7 notes. The open D string here will establish the D chord. So there I'm playing the F sharp with my pinky, the 14, returning to the F sharp on the 3rd string pointer, E note, the 12 with my index finger, D is the 15 on the 2nd string, C is this 13, and then I'll grab an E note on the 4th string. I could put it at 9, which I will later on, but right now I want it here on the 4th string at the 14. So I can get this F sharp from there and return on my repeat to these Gs. The B note, 2nd ending on the D. Same thing, I want to hit the 13 and have that 11 ready. And there I will use 9 and 11. Once I've slipped back to the 10th fret more, it works out better. So I'll go 13, 11. That's the C and F sharp. 10 and 13 is A to C. Come down from an E note to D, and E to F sharp. Back up to a G here. I wrote one note, the 12, which is the G note. You could hit that as a harmonic to free up your hand to come back now to the 3rd fret here. This part can be written an octave higher too, but right now I'm just going to put it back where the book had it. Presume maybe you're not doing this high octave, that you're just repeating the low stuff and moving in there. Even if you've been on the high octave, it sounds nice to come back down low anyway. So I've got this 12 or this G if I stayed in the low octave. Now again, the book has said there's just single notes. But the more chords you want to put in there, the better. So we'd have the G, G sus, that open, G, then an open on the D, G, same thing again, then I've put a 4 and a 5 here, that's a D and an F sharp note. They've got the D and the B note. D on the D chord, this B note of the G chord. But the resolution to me sounds more like the F sharp to the G going up. So I'm going to play both the notes. The one that Ralph Patt gave us, the D to the B, and the F sharp to the G that I hear. And so I'll put them together. That ends that little bridge section, and then we repeat all the song again. He does it again, but without the repetition of the first section, plays through this again, and then gives us an ending where we just played G 3 times, climbing up with a B note, with a D note, and a G. So that would have brought me back up here. D7, repeat G, this D7, and you just end there. So I'll try to play through here without talking about it too much. I'll try to keep it nice and slow. I tend to speed up, as you know from all the other songs. 1, 2, and 3, 4. 1, 2, and 3, 4, and 1. 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. One, two, three, four. Two, three. And I guess that's that one. Have a good one, and I'll see you later. Bye.